Hello my lovelies, I hope you're all doing well. We are going to be testing the Coco Eve Ultra Dark Self Tan today. I am very excited about it. As you can see, I'm super pale, nearly blending into the wall behind me. And I do love a bit of self tan, so very excited about this. I've never tried Coco Eve tan before. The brand is 100% vegan and cruelty free, which is something that is super important to me. And they did reach out to me to collaborate on this video with me. So just to disclaim that, I'll leave the website link and the product link in the description below, and these are affiliate links. Thank you so much for shopping through them. I really appreciate it. But firstly, let's just find out how the products actually go. And I've not even opened this box yet, so let's get straight in. So this is cute. It's like a little product book of all their other products too. Booklet, sorry, not book. And then on the back it kind of shows more about the brand. So they're sulfate free, 100% vegan, like I said, gluten free, cruelty free, paraben free, toxin free, PETA approved, and ethically sourced. As for the products themselves, let's have a look at the packaging. So, oh my gosh. We first of all have the little tan bag that it all comes in. So this is the Tanning Goddess kit in Ultra Dark. I chose Ultra Dark because I wanted to test it. Like, I'm so pale, so I want to see how dark it can actually get me. Sometimes I feel like I never go as dark as I see tans make other people, maybe just because I am paler than them, so it's just different. So we'll see. So starting off with the tan itself, it's called Sunny Honey Barley Bronzing Foam Ultra Dark. Like I said, I'm interested to see what the smell is like and also if it transfers onto my sheets. It also claims to blur pigmentation and also perfects the skin, so that is interesting. Oh my gosh, fast drying and develops in 2 hours. Mind blown. We also have a mitt, which looks really nice quality. I love when they're double-sided and velvety. Oh my gosh, it's also got a little elasticated band to kind of help it stay snug on your wrist. That is nice. That is a nice glove. We also have an exfoliating mitt, which I don't have anything like this, so it's about time. This also doesn't seem too rough, which I think is good because exfoliating products are sometimes just too intense. It might feel nice, but you should never be scratching at your skin, so this looks good so far, but obviously can't use it just yet. And then lastly, we have a kabuki brush, deluxe vegan kabuki brush, and this is what she looks like. I love these for my hands. I feel like the bristles just distribute the product more naturally and also get into the crevices better than the mitt, so love this. I love that they all come in these little plasticky pouches. You can recycle them or reuse them, but I think you may as well keep it to keep the bag or whatever you're storing the products in tan free, because at the moment I just shove them in a drawer and that drawer is now orange. This bag itself is amazing. It's clearly waterproof, but having the pouches to slot the mitts back in before you put it back in the bag is just like extra protection. I like it. So I can't really give you any more information until I've applied it and let it develop. I'm not going to come back in like 2 or 4 hours. I'm going to actually let it sit for 8 to 10 hours and then wash it, sleep on it, and I'll show you tomorrow, because I feel like that's when you get to see the true colour. So yeah, let's get applying the product. I'm very excited. Okay, let's give it a good shake. I'm only going to do my arms and shoulders and chest for this video, and then I'm going to hop off camera and do the rest of my body, and then I'll be back tomorrow. So let's get started. This is what the consistency looks like, just normal foam. It does look very dark, to be fair. Oh my gosh. You have to remember that also the colour you're putting it on as is not as dark as it's going to develop as, so the fact that it's this dark before it's developed is quite shocking. Look at that already. And that was like probably 1 pump in total because I didn't do a full pump. It smells really sweet and like perfumey. Nothing crazy, not like overly coconutty like some are, or It doesn't really smell like biscuits. Just like a subtle sweet perfume smell, I would say, which is really nice. We'll see what this smells like when it develops though, because I feel like that's when the biscuity smell can kind of come in sometimes. This mitt's really nice. The fact that it's got this band like holds it still, which can be a pain sometimes. Do you know what? It's a really nice colour already. It's not too orangey and not too greeny. I feel like some are really like one way or the other. It's so easy to blend out and like it's not streaky at all. I mean, again, it might change once it's developed, but it's really nice so far. I'm just really liking this colour. Like, it looks very natural. Good start and good first impressions. I don't know how well you can see, but I have a bit of eczema here and it's definitely clung onto that, so we'll see how that looks once it's developed. Starting to come together. It's really difficult going around this bra and stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead, finish the rest of my tan. I'll show you tomorrow once it's fully developed, washed, slept on, everything. So it's roughly 24 hours later and I think we can see how much darker I am. I can safely say I have never been this dark before, and I think it looks really natural as well. I feel like it actually looks like I've been in Spain for like a month or something and just got a really nice tan. It's not too orangey or yellowy or just intense. It's quite deep and olivey. So highly rate this so far. Also, there was a tiny bit of a biscuity smell after like 6 or so hours maybe, but really nothing much compared to others. In terms of the little bit of eczema I have on the back of my arm, it has barely clung to it at all. You can definitely still see it, but it's not emphasized or anything. I'm really impressed. I've got no streaks on my body. I really like this mitt. I feel like having this elasticated knit band on the wrist really helps keep it where it should be on your hand as you're like doing the application, because I find that when I've used other ones in the past it moves around and it just gets awkward, and then that's sometimes when you make a mistake. And I've never used one with the thumb bit too, which I think again it makes a difference. So probably the nicest mitt I've ever used. The one thing I would say about this little kabuki brush, it's very soft, but I kind of dislike that it's a flat top. I usually use a curved top one and I find that it gets into the crevices a bit nicer. It's easier to blend out. And while my hands look fine, like for once they're not darker than my neck and face, which usually happens with my tan. However, they are a tiny bit patchy from using the brush. I think you can see here it's slightly pale. It's nothing major, like it really is just a tiny detail that I'm picking up on. It's just that I think if it was a rounded top it would be a bit easier, I think. I could be wrong, but that's just from my experience anyway. But all in all, hands down, my favourite tan I've ever used, which is saying something because I've tried quite a few. I usually always go back to the St. Moritz because the price point is great, but it never gives me a really deep tan. This one does. Also, I think that one does have quite a smell, and this one, again, like I said, is very subtle. Before I end this video, I just want to say something really quickly about self-tan, which is just that I want you guys to be careful, because I feel like it is something that you can so easily be hooked up on and base your confidence, your self-worth, your self-love on having a tan, and I was definitely there, 100%. It started to become part of my identity and I didn't feel like myself when I didn't have tan on. I hated the way I looked when I was super pale. I just felt uncomfortable in all my clothes. It wasn't horrendous, but it really wasn't good. So I decided to take a few months off using tan. I think I didn't put it on for like 4 to 6 months, and honestly it made a huge difference. Like now I really just don't care whether I've got it on or not. I love having it on, but I also love feeling stripped back and just me. So yeah, just a little PSA to say, if you can relate to that or you feel like you're heading that way, just take a break. Don't let your self-worth, self-love and confidence come from a bottle because it's way more than skin deep. Is that the phrase, skin deep? The way I like to see it is that my tan is just an accessory to my outfits. Just putting it out there. Again, I just want to say a huge thank you for shopping through my link down below, and also thank you to Coco and Eve for collaborating with me on this YouTube video. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and I will see you very soon.